Hi, I want to start where the idea of creating polygons in Tableau from any image came from. So, a couple of weeks ago, I attended the brilliant Tableau conference in Las Vegas, and one of my highlights was attending Andy Kriebel and Jeffrey Schaefer's session all about their Dear Data 2 project. For those of you who haven't come across it yet, it is an absolute must-read. Jeffrey discussed the topic of week 3, in which he visualized the number of thank you notes he received from two key moments he had experienced, one about death and one about life. I'll let you look at his post to find out more, but he created this postcard viz. Now I saw this and thought, wouldn't it be great to be able to replicate this in Tableau exactly and turn that postcard into this? So first thing I'm going to do is open up my image in Adobe Illustrator. Now you'll already see that I've removed the background. Now this can be done in Photoshop, Paint or other free tools as well. First protocol in Adobe Illustrator is to actually select this image and then to go up to Image Trace. From here on the drop down menu select Silhouette and then click Expand. This then creates individual paths of each individual mark that Jeffrey had made on the sheet. You'll see these in the right hand side layer window. Because we've got two different colours we want to identify in Tableau, we're going to take our paths and group them into two. The first group is going to be our purple group, and then I'm going to go up to this attributes window and change the image map to polygon and give it a relevant URL name, which in this case is just going to be purple. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing with the green marks. This time giving them the URL name of green. Then I'm going to go to File, Save for Web, go down to this preview box, and you'll see it opens up in our web browser with all of the various coordinates for every single path, and along with that each one has the polygon name of green or purple. I'm then going to copy and paste these into a text input tool in Alteryx, and I'm going to run my workflow, which basically parses out all of the coordinates that we want into a format that Tableau requires. I've shared this workflow in a link in the blog of this video. If we then just make the record ID and path ID into discrete dimensions, drop on the X and Y's, change it to a polygon, and if we drop our record ID onto detail, path ID onto path, our colour onto colour, we're just going to reverse the axes due to the way the Illustrator determines the coordinates, and just change the colours to the green and purple, and voila, there we have it. So now we've done that, where are some perhaps suitable applications for this? Well, I think some key ones potentially are when you're looking at buildings and floor plans of schools, of universities, or of hospitals. This example, for instance, is a dummy layout of a hospital with 4 departments, 4 wards potentially. Now, what I've done is use the same process in Illustrator to create these polygons from a simple floor plan we had, then just blend in this data set, which had bed data for how many beds are available, how many number of patients they had, and therefore the percentage of beds that were taken. Straight away we can visualize where there are beds available and where there aren't. This technique can be used for both artistic visualizations and for effective and insightful dashboards. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Bye.